Happy Mother's Day. I love you.
Sending love to Mom from rookie camp. Happy Mother's Day from all of us here on Off the Bench. Tonight, we've got a pretty good show for the whole family as we report from Chiefs minicamp. And the Royals will have to bounce back once again, but it won't be easy, while the road to Anaheim is going to be a bumpy one. And Sporting KC renews its rivalry with the Dynamo. We've got the highlights from Houston tonight on Off the Bench.
From KCTV5, this is Off the Bench with Sports Director Michael Coleman.
Good evening. Welcome to Off the Bench. I am your host, Michael Coleman. A very happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. NFL veteran Sean Barber is here in studio with us. We'll get his thoughts on the new era out at Arrowhead. But first, Brad Fanning files this report from the Chiefs rookie training camp.
With the exception of the Chiefs' 8 draft picks, the last 3 days here at the practice facility was basically a cattle call. We saw a quarterback from Kansas that only won 1 game in Dane Christ. We saw a basketball player from Wisconsin-Milwaukee that didn't play college football. His name was Demetrius Harris. But at this rookie minicamp, we did get our first look at Eric Fisher, the #1 overall pick, a left tackle out of Central Michigan that'll be moved to play on the right side.
No, it didn't really surprise me. I kind of expected it. Albert's a great tackle, somebody I'll be able to learn from. So, I'm really looking forward to, getting through this rookie camp and then learning from the veterans and, just improving my game every day.
I'll tell you, Eric, I thought he looked smooth. And again, every day he was a little bit better and more. You saw him become more comfortable at that spot. You can tell his athletic abilities. He's smooth. He's a big man that can move and bend.
The last 3 days, what's it been like for you, man?
It's been fun. It's been really fun, to get back to football, really, and to be competing, against the best of the best. Obviously it's transition, moving positions, but, just learning and being out here with these athletes, being here in Kansas City, it's all fun. I'm just trying to take it all in and trying to learn as quick as I can and just keep playing hard, keep playing fast.
Well, we throw a lot of words at them. It's like learning French overnight, so it gradually gets better, and everything slows down for them just a bit. So I would tell you, you're absolutely right on that things did get a little smoother as we went.
So rookie minicamp is over and done with, but the work is just beginning. OTAs start on Tuesday. So for 3 days a week for the next month, it's all football here at the Chiefs practice facility. Reporting for Off the Bench, I'm Brad Fanning.
All right, joining me now is Sean Barber, former Chiefs linebacker and 10-year NFL veteran. Do you have any juice left, man?
I think I got enough for me to get another quarter, maybe. I'm trying to be pretty sore.
You have experience with Andy Reid. You played under him twice, and you were a coaching intern. Give us some insight on Andy Reid, what you learned from this man.
I know that he's very aggressive. He's very into what coaches and players feel. He wants to get this practice going. He wants his team going, everybody in the whole organization going one way. He's real big at practicing fast, practicing hard, no coaching on the field. We coach in the meeting rooms. But he's a coach. He's a player's coach. He's the guy that guys will go out there and fight for.
Okay, now, sometimes that word player's coach will get a coach in trouble. So when you say player's coach, you're not saying he's soft.
No, not by any means. I'm saying he knows the tempo of a team. He knows the temperature of a team. He knows when to push them. He knows when to push their buttons. But he also knows when guys are spent, legs heavy, how to lay off them, give them a break so they can go play full speed.
So he has a common sense approach to how he coaches his guys.
Definitely, always.
Treats them like men, respect.
On and off the field.
On and off the field. Well, you were a 4th-round draft pick out of Richmond, and I'd asked you before we came on the air tonight, do you have more of a chip on your shoulder when you get drafted later? But you said no. In my case, I had to prove who I was concerning where I came from.
Yeah, with me it was more of, coming from a small school, trying to prove to the big boys that you're on equal playing ground. That's what the main issue was. Everybody questioned, coming from a smaller conference, could he perform on the next level? Could he play on the next level? But once I had the opportunity at the Hall of Fame games and the blue-gray games and all that to get on the equal playing field, you just go out there and make plays. And I think that's what a lot of our free agents here are going to do. They've been making plays.
What was that, man? What was that?
Andy is real good at telling guys to let your personality show. And so once I got to the end zone, I was good on doing that, letting your personality show. And I'm sure the guys here in Kansas City will hear a lot of that.
Speaking of the new guys who over at Arrowhead at the rookie minicamp, you can relate to them and trying to make an impression on that coaching staff your first time out, can you not?
Definitely. I had a chance, actually this past Friday, we had a rookie game. All the chief ambassadors here in town got together with the first-year guys, and we sat and broke bread, and then they gave us about 30 minutes to sit there around and just have a round robin. Talk to them about football, talk to them about things on and off the field, how to be a professional. And what I do remember is going in as a Washington Redskin that first year, trying to impress them coaches, just trying to let them know that a hard-working guy can come in no matter where he's from and make that roster. And so I wanted to let those guys know that there's 53 spots, all of them available. You got to get you a seat at the table so you can be part of this 2013 Chiefs team.
Before I let you go, you mentioned the ambassadors and you're wearing the shirt proudly. You guys are the only type of program in the National Football League. I know other teams are trying to emulate what you guys are doing. But I think the biggest thing that stood out for me is Andy Reid is embracing the ambassadors.
He let us know how important it was. When I was in Philly, it was very important for former players to come back to the facility. It's a way to let the past come be part of the present and lead to a greater future. And that's one thing that Andy was very big on. When he got here, he wanted us to know, hey, I don't know what happened last year, I don't know what happened in the last couple of years, but we want to embrace the ambassadors. We want former players. If you've been part of the Chiefs organization, come on back, feel what we're about to go, where we're about to go, and let's get this thing rolling in the right way.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time. Come by anytime, all right?
Definitely.
Appreciate Sean Barber. He spent 10 years in the National Football League, a 4th-round draft pick, and this guy is going places. Coming up, he's got 6 kids, too.
Happy Mother's Day.
We'll go back to Chiefs minicamp where the rookies have some special messages for Mom, and we'll head out to Kaufman where the Yankees' moms got a win. Unfortunately, the Royals, they did not. What lies ahead for KC as they look to break another losing streak. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This is Off the Bench with sports director Michael Coleman.